Good morning. Oh my God. Okay, I gotta talk up. I took like a 15-minute mini nap, so I'm awake. Okay. Oh my God. Okay, I almost fell asleep. Okay. Good morning. Hope you guys are having a wonderful morning. I know I'm behind a lot of y'all. It's like 10 a.m. or 9 a.m. or 8 a.m., 7 a.m. for me. Yeah. Anyway, good morning, Denitra. First one here. Uh, uh, I'll try. I made no promises. I'll try. I could get my voice together. I didn't sound too great. Okay. Anyway, what's up, Josh? Yeah, when you gonna hit the panel one day? You be talking a lot of mess, Josh. Why am I seeing this again? Anyway, what's up, RGM? Good morning. Okay. Anyway, so all right. Let me just say this. We've already talked about this before, but the only thing about um, people talking about what's happening in the Black Tea sector is a lot of people can have their opinions and talk about it on different panels and in chats, but some of the information I see is kind of getting mis like it's being some misinformation going around, and I'm just like, for those of us who was there and kind of saw the whole thing happen over there, um, and like the only people that will know more about it is people who was there in the background and in the chats. But everybody got their own opinion, and that's cool. But I think a lot of people just start talking, and they just kind of go based off what they heard other people say versus at what actually happened. So I just be like, maybe I need to do like a mini timeline of what happened back then versus where we are today. So I'm gonna try my best to do this in like 25 more minutes because I don't want to talk about this all the time. I don't. But I just like, well, let me just do this and let it be. All right, you have to tell us who weren't there all about it. Well, I know you wasn't there because you were over here. Okay, so of course, I'm sorry, y'all boxing guys don't know who I'm talking about or the situation. I'm just I give y'all nicknames because I don't say their names because I don't want y'all finding their channels, honestly. So I purposely don't say their names. Anyway, um, so Denitra was there. Who else in this chat was there? I think Denitra is the only one in this chat that was over there. Yep. So far, Denitra's the only one. Okay. But I don't know what Denitra knows about the background, situation. But anyway, all right. So yeah, you know who I'm talking about. You just don't know all the situations. Yeah, right. You. Okay. So I'm just gonna go based off where I came in at because that was the beginning for me. Um, I know people like me. Really, he's gonna answer. Okay. I see you're behind Free. He give me a new name every day. Come on, Free. Every day he give me a new name. Mm-mm-mm. Oh my god. Okay. Like I said, y'all know who I'm talking about. I just give them nicknames so y'all don't never find each other. Okay. Anyway, so the whole situation that happened with the oh, I almost just cussed at you. Absolutely not. That wasn't me. That wasn't me. It wasn't me, Josh. Nope. It was not me. Nope. Mm-mm. I have a queen size bed, sir. It wasn't me. Oh God. Okay. Let me stop paying y'all attention and get started so I can get done with it. Okay, so here's what happened from my timeline. I'm just gonna say that because it is other things that happened that I didn't see because I'm. Oh my God, really? No, don't call me that. That's Free doing that. Don't call me that. Shut up, Josh. Anyway, okay, I'm telling y'all from my point of view of what happened because I saw it. Okay, so the whole every day, RGM, every day, freaking stripper name. Every day I got a new one. And okay, I'm finna know y'all. Y'all come and start this in my chat and then blame it on me. Stop it. Okay, alright. So anyway, so what happened was, from my point of view, I'm gonna use the names I used last time. So Ben, he had a channel with his brother. Alright? Hmm. He had a channel with his brother. Um dang, I don't even want to say her name either. It was a particular lady that y'all may have heard of who talk about all the celebrities and say she was there and knew all the stories. Anyway, I only found them because of her. So I started going to their channel. For the longest time, I was in the bushes listening. I never typed in the chat. I was just there listening to when we thought she was telling the truth. The lady that we now know is not all there, you know, we thought she was telling the truth and come to find out like she just made up a lot of stuff. Anyway, I gotta get some water because I can't even talk today. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Okay, better. Okay, so that's how I found their channel. So in that channel is where I met Denitra, I met Mel, I met Jay Bliss. I met a lot of people on that channel. Always RGM every day, all day. Cause I ate something and it's making my mouth dry as I talk, and it's annoying the crap out of me. Anywho, I see you trying. Yep, it's where I met a lot of people. Denisha was there, so They was talking this real deal Black Wall Street type stuff. Shut up, Josh. I ain't gonna highlight you. This Black Wall Street stuff. We over there supporting them. What they had to say? They were selling products and all kinds of crap, right? So a lot of this stuff was interesting. Not gonna lie, but the only reason I met them was, because I met a lot. The only reason I met a lot of people is because one day they was talking about a subject, and I finally dropped in the chat and I started talking. So you know, I know one day the lady went at Mel, which is how I found out who Mel was, and Mel got on the panel and cussed her out. So I was like, why's she going at her? So when I found out Mel had a channel, I went and subscribed to it. What's up, Five? I went and subscribed to Mel. And see, Mel had a channel before I even knew she had one. So once I found that she had one, I went and subbed, right? So this was in 2024. I was over there since about 21, 22, but I was never in the chat until one day I just finally dropped in the chat. So when I dropped in the chat, like I said, I met a lot of people. Right? See, Denisha was there. She know what I'm talking about. She was there. So, Mel started her channel, and I wasn't there at the beginning of her channel. But then once I found out like she was going live or whatever, because they will promote Mel and say, oh, she's going live or whatever. And one night she did her Mel After Dark show. So I went over there and I participated. I was there in the chat and everything, right? Really, I did. Nobody knew I was from Alabama, then, sir, but I get what you're saying. Okay, so we over there having a grand old time. Every time they go live, they going live. We over there cutting up. Okay, I get it. We over there cutting up, laughing, joking. Jag would come on the panel. Say her name anyway. She would come on the panel. We in the chat asking questions, talking to each other, laughing, whatever. It was a good time. I ain't gonna lie, it was fun. We was having fun, talking to each other. It was fun. I ain't gonna lie. And then a lot of the stuff that they did was educational. We was learning stuff. We was learning about different stuff. It was fun. Jesus. Okay. So then, like I said, when Mel would go live, they would promote her show, and then like on a late night, we would go over there. I would be at work. Right, right. You remember? Hold on. I still got screenshots from those chats. I need to post them one day. But yeah, I got screenshots from those chats for a lot of people that used to be in there. Right. So like I said, I would go to mail chat. They would be talking about different stuff. I would participate. I know. I remember what you said. That's why I put it up there. I remember what you said on my last live. That's why I put it up there. And I put it up there purposely too. Not just for you, but for another reason. Anyway, so yeah, we over there having fun or whatever. And excuse me. Then it got to a point where things kind of got a little rocky. So I remember at one point they was telling us to sub to their other social medias because just in case YouTube took their page, right? So I know one day I noticed that they didn't go live, and I'm looking like, what is it? Come to find out, YouTube did take their page. I don't remember the reason why, But then we went over to another app and they was over there. But to me it wasn't as fun because a lot of people didn't really go over there. They like YouTube more. What's up, almost? So, that was a thing, and I think they made like a backup page or whatever, and so we started going there. Right, that was the second page is where everything went down. Right, so the original page was gone. Right, it wasn't on YouTube. Um, so we on the second page. Right, so they did the second page, and we all started going over there. Right, so after that, we continued to have fun, and then at some point, um, uh, what's up, Jay Bliss? Jay Bliss was there. Oh, hold on, crap. What are you doing, computer? Hold on. Trying to highlight you. My computer doing what it wants. Stop playing with me, StreamYard. I just paid my bill. I can't highlight you, Jay Bliss. It's. Oh my God, can y'all not hear me? Oh, hold on. Can y'all hear me? It done just froze. What the crap? Hold on. Can y'all hear me? That done froze up. Let me know while I keep talking. Okay, you can. Okay. Awesome. Good thing I got my chat on my phone. That done froze up real quick. I'll tell you about RGM. I ain't talking about that right now. Okay. So, okay. Thank you. So, what happened was, okay, sorry, Irene. Okay, so, like I said, we over there again. We over there laughing, joking, having fun. Shut up, Irene. Okay, so like I said, we end up going over there. We over here having fun or whatever. And okay, so let me talk about Mail After Dark, right? Okay, I ain't telling everything. I'm just saying. So now I Mail After Dark. She was talking about a lot of different stuff about relationships and all of that. Yeah. It was, Denisha. It was. I didn't want to say that, but yeah. Yeah, you good. But yeah, so they was talking about different stuff. Now I was there. Some other people was there, but they ain't gonna speak up. That was there in those chats for Mail After Dark. And Mel and Ban would be on panel, and at first I didn't see it, but then I started paying attention that they would be flirting. No lie. If you was in the Mail After Dark, you remember. Hmm. Anyway, I said everything. RGM, why you trying to be funny? I ain't gonna highlight your comment. See, yeah, Jay Blue said he was there. So yeah, so like I said, they will be over there flirting or whatever. And at this point, I'm not having any idea that they had something going on in the background. Y'all said it in the chat. I think y'all did say it in the chat before. And I was just like, wait a minute, y'all sure did. I remember. I don't even know if I have screenshots of Mill After Dark. I probably do. I probably do. But yeah, I think one time y'all did say in the chat, and I was like, huh? But see, I think that's when I started to question it. I was like, oh, something going on here? But I didn't know. Right. See, you remember? Look at what Jay Wood said. See, they telling y'all I'm telling them the truth, right? Telling y'all the truth. Okay. So let me speed it up. I'm kind of long with it. So, like I said, Mel would do the Mail After Dark. So it'd be like late for me, and they 3 hours ahead, so I know it was late for them, right? So we would do the mail after dark or whatever. And okay, so let's go back to his channel. We still going over there. You like the wordplay, okay? So we're going back and forth between his channel, her channel, and whatever other channel we go to, right? So, hmm. So okay, I'm be honest with y'all. Like he used to be on the panel every time she would do a mail after dark. But then one night he doesn't show up at all. And Mel was like, well, maybe, I'm thinking she thinking he went to sleep. Again, at this point, I'm not knowing what's happening in the background. I didn't know. I found out at a certain point, but I didn't know then, right? So I'm just like, okay. Because we think, okay, well, maybe he went to bed early or whatever. So, we didn't know. Well, I know I didn't know. So one day, this psychopath shows up in his chat, right? I didn't know who she was, never heard her, never heard her, nothing. So at that point, like he had been writing them little AI songs or whatever, and Mel already proved that he wrote the songs for her or whatever. And so, the psychopath shows up to the chat, and I'm like, who is this? I never seen them in the chat. I don't know who they are. Now it was one night Mel was not there because I think she went to a concert that night. If Jay Bliss and Denitra, if y'all remember this, y'all tell me. So I know for some reason that night Mel was not there. I don't know if it was a concert or what. But I remember when the psychopath was in the chat, he gave her a wrench like while she was in the chat, right? Because I was confused. See, yep, see, you remember? Okay, good. Okay, thank you. So I was just like, who is this? Like he giving the wrench to, like they was never in the chat. We was like, why he giving somebody who never be over here a wrench? Like at this point, like I said, we don't know what's going on. And no, I didn't. I had no idea what's going on. So she came over there acting like she was all fun and whatever. And from my point of view, I'm like, okay, so yes. Oh, what's up? What's up, Jose? Um, so she over there acting like she all fun and everything. And then I'm like, okay, so this somebody new or whatever. So then me not knowing, okay, Javis, I was nailed it when I watch everything that went down. Right. Cause see, I'm be honest with you, there's some stuff I did miss because I wasn't there when she first started her channel. So you know a little bit more on that part than I do. But you know what I call people that like, what you call them? What was that? Okay, so right, let me do this. So, um, what was I in the story? Yeah, so he gave her a wrench, and I'm thinking this they're completely no good. They know they're not. They're not. So he gave her a wrench. It was odd because she was never in the chat. So I was like, okay, well, it ain't my channel. I ain't worried about it. And then she came over there like she was all nice and sweet and all that. And then um I end up asking her like, oh, okay, well, what's your IG and about all that. So that's how me and her got connected on IG, not knowing that this girl's a psychopath. That was on me. That was my fault. That was my fault. Okay. So anyway, um, at this time, like I said, I don't know what's happening in the background. So, um, I got like the original messages because the ones that she read on her channel, she dirty deleted because you ever get an intuition that tells you to do something like I was like, I don't know if this gonna go right. So I immediately screen recorded our conversation. It's not screenshots, it's a screen recording. So you can't say that you didn't delete nothing because I got the whole thing. Yeah. So what happened was, okay, so Denitra said they started calling each other baby. Right. So anyway, at that point, I was kind of confused because he started letting the psychopath come in the chat, and then they throwing up the hearts and the rings and all this stuff, and I'm like, and then at this point, he's not coming to Mail After Dark at all. He's not coming there at all. So I'm just like, I was kind of curious, like, what's going on, like. Um, I'm not sure. I kind of need to know names, Jose. I think I kind of know what you're talking about, but I ain't sure because there's so many moving parts around here. I'll come back to that. Okay, so like I said, at this point he not coming to Mail After Dark at all. And then it was all the rings, and I got the screenshots of it. It's the rings and the hearts and all that crap. Right, and yep, and he stopped promoting her page. Sure did. Sure did. So, Mel kept on with her content, and um oh, Jesus. Okay. So at this point, this is how I got involved in it. I'm pretty sure I said this before, but I don't think I explained it in depth but how I got involved. So this chick was on IG, right? So I was smart. I was very smart. So and God protected me too. I know He did. So what happened was, this was around the time where uh, King World and them started beefing again, right? What's up, Chris? You might not know what I'm talking about, but good morning. So this was around that time because I know. Okay, so what happened was, I didn't. Hmm, she had called me on the IG call, and I know, how people try to get you to kind of speak against somebody. And the main two people she asked me about was Mel and Trees. I had nothing bad to say about either one of them because at that point I didn't know Trees. And then Mel, at that point, I knew she was good, like she was straight. I said, I don't have no problem with nobody. I'm cool with everybody, right? And then on top of that, like she kept echoing and the calls kept dropping, and she was getting annoyed. She was like, "Your calls keep dropping." She was getting irritated because I said, yeah, I said, I be paying attention because I know y'all record people. No lie, I told her that. I said, I know y'all be recording people. I sure did say it. I said it right then. And then it got to the point where I just didn't trust it because she kept, trying to call us and know us to let's just chat because the calls keep dropping. And I knew that was God protecting me in a way because they record people and have people listening in on your calls and all that stupid crap. Anywho, so it was one of them days. Okay, so the reason I know this was around the time that King World and them fell out was because I had them on my iPad and she had called me on the IG call, right? So then she gonna say, "Oh, King World and him had got into it," and I was like, "Okay, well I missed it." I said I gotta go back and see him hung up, right? So I had to red ball it back to see what happened because I had missed it. So I'm just like, okay. So anyway, that's how I know around the time it was because she was on the IG call. We weren't really talking about nothing for real. And I was just like, okay, because she really didn't have nothing on me because it wasn't nothing to tell. Anyway, so what ended up happening was, like I said, I ended up going to red ball it back. And I'm be honest with you, I missed a lot of that stuff that happened with over there on King World Channel because I didn't watch it. I missed all that, which I kind of hate I did, but I missed all that. Okay. So anyway, um, I think I had went to her channel one time because she was like, did you just subscribe to the channel?" I was like, "Yeah, whatever." It took me 5 days to realize this chick was crazy. And I was just like, yeah, I quickly unsubscribed. Okay, what's up? Good morning, Soraya. Okay, I got you. I'm just kind of giving my timeline of how I got involved in this mess. Okay, so yeah, I subscribed on Saturday and I unsubscribed on Wednesday. I was out of there. I was like, oh, I just had a bad feeling. I was like, something ain't right. And then, okay, so then, okay, back to his chat. It was the hearts and the rings and all that crap in the chat. So then, like, I'm cool with Mel or whatever, and me, I'll be sure to support because I'm trying to support her channel or whatever because she had just got started or whatever. So I'm supporting her channel. We putting our little hashtags and emojis and stuff in the chat. And apparently this chick was intimidated by it. So she gonna hit me up on IG and gonna tell me she basically wanted me to stop talking about stop spamming the chat. I said I'm not spamming the chat. What it was, she was mad that I was, supporting Mel in their chat and they never had no problem with that. They never said nothing about it. It was cool with them. And I literally screen recorded this part of the video on their channel where she got mad because I was supporting Mel in their chat, which, like I said, they had no issue with it. So she got mad and uh, she blocked me out of their chat. So no, wait a minute, hold on, wait. Okay, let me go back. Let me go back. No, she didn't block me that time. No, let me go back. What happened was we was going back and forth in the chat. I got screenshots of this. We was going back and forth in the chat, and it was I think Bam was reading it, and he stopped the show. He said, "Hey, what's going on in the chat?" I got his screen recorded. I gotta find it. He said, "What's going on in the chat?" And did she time me out or she hit me? She I think she timed me out, Denitra. She didn't hire me right then. She timed me out. So he literally on that live, he went back in the chat and unhid me. And after that, I was like, okay, you want to play this game? Because y'all know me. If people come at me in the chat, I can go back and forth with them until they stop talking to me. I sure do. So, yeah, she timed me out. She didn't block me. She timed me out. So he unhid me. Oh, I mean, did he? It was one of them. I know she did something. But he fixed it where I could go in the chat. So anyway, what happened that literally happened in the middle of the live. And I was like, okay. Then after that, I was crazy. According to her, I was crazy after that. What's up, Duck? I was crazy after that. This is around the time I told her. I said you need to be in the hospital with Jag. I told her she was a Trojan horse, which I found out they said she did not know what that means. I called her a Trojan horse. I sure did. So then maybe shortly after that, I think Mel was in the chat sometimes, but she wasn't there like she was. Like I said, at that point, I didn't know what was happening in the background, at all. I didn't know it at that point. So that's when, um, at this point, it was I was involved in the background of it, and I was just like, okay, so what's happening? So, I didn't find out till later that Mel and Bam was talking. I had no idea until later on. And then I was just like, when I found out, I was like, oh, really? So I was like, well, he got her in the chat, but he was talking to you in the background. And I was just like, oh my God. See, I had no idea this was happening. So, okay. So this goes back and forth. And this would, I don't know what month this started, but it was a back and forth kind of situation. So then, um, it was a mod. Yes, exactly. Yeah, and I was just like, that's how come I look. I knew I bagged away quick because I knew something wasn't right. I bagged up quickly. Yeah. So it was a back and forth thing, and then I found a doctor because a crazy behind went on Facebook and stole my pictures, and she put it up on IG. I screenshot it. I got the proof of it. So she can't ever say she did it. So I got the screenshot of it. So anywho, um, so like I said, I'm finding out what was happening between Mel and Bam later because I had no idea. And then I'm kind of looking like, oh dang, but he got this other chick in the chat talking about they gonna get married and all this stupid crap. And I was so confused. I was like, what the world going on here? So, um, one day, I was supporting Mel. I was talking in the chat. Then this chick banned me from the chat. Did she write it? Yeah. Okay, so this is what she did. So, y'all know I work at night. What's going on with you, phone? Y'all know I work at night. Y'all been knew this. Even when I was over there, they knew I was working at night because they will always say a shout out to the third shift. I don't know if you remember that, Denisha, but yeah. So what happened? So what happened was, what was my thought? What was my thought? Okay, so one day I was asleep, right? Like I came home, I fell asleep or whatever. I wake up to a message on IG talking about you banned from the channel. You can't come back. And I was like, and I got this whole conversation. You can't come back or whatever. So then I go to the chat and I try to, like, whenever they did their next live, because they did a live that morning, but I wasn't even there. I was asleep. Yes, exactly. Yep. Right. So I wasn't even there when they did their live earlier because I was like, well, I just catch the replay because I was asleep. But I'm waking up to a message talking about I'm banned and I can't ever come back. I said, what the crap? So anyway, I when they do their next live, it was a few people that was in the background, and I was like, hey, when they next live was on, I was like, hey, can you see me in the chat? And they was like type something, and I would type something. They was like, no, I can't see you. I said, what the crap? So them telling us to follow them on all social media, even IG. What I do, I went right to the IG, went right in the inbox. I got that conversation too. I think that's a screen recording too. I got the conversation where I told him, I said, this chick is crazy. I told him, which is why I don't feel sorry for him now. I said, she crazy. I said, she a Trojan horse. I said, she gonna ruin y'all channel. I said a lot of stuff. And I told him, I said, I didn't do nothing. I said, she banned me or whatever. I didn't do nothing. And I told him exactly what happened, right? So this is why I don't feel sorry for him. And we had a whole conversation, talking mama look into it and all that crap. So in the background, Mel asking about it because me and her was talking about it. I was like, what the world this chick think she's supposed to be? So me not even knowing that they had history of what was happening, like I'm in the dark about a lot of this, right? So what ended up happening was, um, Mel was kind of mentioning it to him. He was like, "Oh, I'll do it. I'm gonna do it. I ain't this thing did it yet," which is a lie. So at that point, I don't beg nobody for nothing. I don't care who you are. I don't beg nobody for nothing. I'm not gonna beg you to unban me or nothing. I just don't have to go back because if you got somebody that's really truly supporting you for years, and you let some rando come in the chat and give them a wrench and let them bang your supporters, then you're an idiot. I've been and took they wrench and say don't come back. You screwing me up with my possible customer and a supporter, right? So anywho, um, I was like I told Mel I said I ain't saying nothing no more. I said I just want to go back. Like screw it, and I left it at that because I don't beg nobody for nothing. So I left. I was obviously a blessing to the channel because it was some people found out what happened and they left. What happened? Did he start doing that or he stopped? He started or he stopped? Right. That's exactly what I did. I was like, I'm out of here. Like, if you don't let this chick just ban me for no reason, I'm out of here, right? So I got the crap on. I left. Okay. So then what essentially happened was I'm finding out what's happening in the background. And I found out some things from Mel, and I was like, what the crap? So I'm telling him, I told him what happened. This chick kept saying something to me in the Instagram, and when I wasn't even talking to her, so at that point I just blocked her. Okay, so Nitra said he stopped after I went to Mill and took my. Oh, really? So he stopped after you went to Mill and took your wrench. Sad. Anywho, so this is where the domino effect happened because after he allowed her to ban me, other people started leaving, right? Because I wasn't in the chat no more. So shortly after, when did this happen? I think that happened to me. Was it June, July? It was somewhere in there. Well, I had just stopped even going to the channel. I said, "Do not recommend to me. I don't want to hear nothing." Right. So what happened? So what happened was he was basically not listening to none of his loyal supporters. He was only listening to that psycho. Apparently, look how many. Anyway, so I was like, okay. I didn't worry about it. I was like, okay, whatever. So stuff was happening in the background, and then one day I get the message that this chick, for some reason, I think they supposedly was going back and forth. Um, they was going back and forth. She claimed Mel was throwing subliminals at her and all that crap. What's up, T? And I was just like, oh my god. So I'm finding out that this chick gonna do a live on Mel because she claimed that Mel was making subliminals at her. Like, really? I was like, oh my god. So that day I found out, like, I was like, this is stupid. Like, so when all that went down, I'm be honest with you, I told Mel, I said, don't respond to that. I said, make her look stupid. Just don't say nothing. So, Mel does what she wants. I just kind of gave her a little advice. I said, just let her look dumb, like. But what she started doing though is she started going to the people that Mel was cool with channels, which I'm not promoting none of their channels, but she knew who Mel was cool with because they would come on her panel or they would be in her chat. So it was some people that was cool with Mel, they flipped, immediately started being bullies too. If the shoe fits, wear it. Is one in particular, well, two in particular that I purposely don't support because they did that. I never one of the channels I never went to, and the other one I stopped going to. Um, I'm trying to figure out who you're talking about, Jose. Yeah. Um, Jesus, it's taking forever. I'm just kind of going by my timeline, but I'm gonna speed it up because I guess because I'm sleepy. Anyway, so what was I at? Yeah, so she did her live or whatever, and Mel let her do 3 lives, and then Mel went in. Then, like I said, she started going to promote people, telling them, "Oh, she's crazy, she delusional. He didn't like her, he didn't want her, all this stupid crap." Yeah. Okay, so Denitra said, "Yep, that's what we kept telling her. She didn't listen. In fact, she snapped." Yeah. I was like, "What are you talking about? I'm so confused." Okay. So anyway, yeah. So we was going back and she kept she stole male pictures, put them in thumbnails. I got screenshots of them too. She erased it from her channel, but the screenshots don't lie. So anyway, like I said, at this point, since I didn't kind of go against Mel for her, she was calling me crazy. Um, and then, like I said, she started going like doing like a little promo tour, trying to get everybody to turn against Mel. And then I was just like, this chick is crazy. Because I'm just like, what are you fussing about or whatever? So then Bam was lying, saying, oh, I ain't never did this, I ain't never did that. Like we never saw the Mill After Dark episode. And I was just like you act like we couldn't see none of this. Like, but anyway, at this point, like I said, I had just found out. I'm so sorry for yawning, y'all. I had just found out about them having a, them going back and forth in the chat or the messages or whatever. I had no idea about that until I was shown it, right? So what happened was that's when I found out. I was like, oh crap, he was talking to you. And I had no idea. I didn't know it. And I was like, but me knowing it, I didn't say nothing. I was like, that ain't my business to tell. So when she kept lying and said he ain't never talked to her and Mel had to bust out them text messages and she felt stupid after that. Because she gonna say he ain't never talked to her in the background, but then, cause like I said, when she bust out them text messages, she couldn't really say nothing. She moved the goalpost and say, "Oh, it was just a text now number." Same thing. He still was talking to her. See, Denitra, at that point, like me and Mel was still getting to know each other, so I didn't find out until right before she did that live, where she had to prove what that the girl was lying, right? So, like I said, that I found out like right before that, but I didn't say nothing. I was like, oh, I didn't know. So, like I said, at this point, me and Mel only knowing each other. In it, we knew each other in the chat for years, but like talking back and forth for like months, right? So anyway, like I said, at this point, I had blocked the psychopath. I blocked her, so she couldn't get to me. She was just going around lying, saying I was crazy and I didn't know what I was talking about, and I wanted him. I said, "Girl, if you don't stop them lies, don't nobody want him." And this was before we even found out about the chair. Don't nobody want him. What? I don't even know what this dude looked like. Well, I take that back. We did know because King World busted him out. But whatever. It's whatever. Still didn't want me when we saw him. But anyway. So, like I said, she was constantly doing lies about Mel, constantly doing lies about Mel. And then other chicks jumped in on it. Some of them darn. Um, it was just a whole mess. It was a mess. So, we handling it in the background and all that. Then, like I said, it's just a whole blow up. Y'all pretty much saw that whole situation. So, fast forward to now. Fast forward to now when. Oh, wait. Before I come to now. So, after what's up, Mel? You are who I'm talking about. Good morning. So, right after all of this stuff start coming out with Mel and her going live and all this crap. Because I'm just giving y'all a timeline from my point of view. So when she was going channel to channel, basically promoting herself and saying that Mel was lying and all that crap, which we knew the truth. Yes, it's gonna be a good day. It is. It is. Hopefully, I can take off work tonight, so I have to go. Okay, so what happened was right when all of that was happening, Van Dam behind was getting in these chats talking about Mel under that brand name, right? He was talking about Mel under that brand name, right? I made a statement in the chat. I said he doing all this under that brand name, right? How about the next day he created his page? No lie. Because I said something about it. I was like, he doing all this under the brand name. The brand name is connected to the brother and he ain't got nothing to do with it. So that's when I guess in the background, when all this crap is happening, Mel was getting them emails about the whole situation. And I think he had took her wrench and all that stupid crap. So what happened with that was after all this stuff started blowing up and there's everybody talking about it and it's different lives and all this stupid stuff and them two jumping on panels and lying and stuff, people started stopped supporting him. They stopped going over there. It started with me. He let that chick come in there and take over. Everybody started leaving. They started unsubscribing. They was out of there. Everything that I was subscribed to them to, I unsubscribed. Everything. So, like just like a domino, I was the first one, and it just went down from there. Because first of all, the whole King World stuff didn't happen. Then when this crap happened, it was another domino effect. Because even after the King World stuff happened, we were still going over there. But then when this happened, oh, it was over. It was over with. Like it started falling down. So I told Mel, I was like, well, we was handling in the background. I ain't getting into all that. But, Mel would do her lives or whatever. And it was a whole back and forth situation that was very annoying. Um, had these other chicks coming in Mel, lying on her and all this stupid crap. And us knowing the truth, we just gonna tell our truth because I know this is true on my end, and you just making up stuff on your end because you're not there, right? So fast forward to now, where what's up, Illis? Hold on. Every time one of y'all come to chat, I gotta go back. Okay, So then I'm just gonna say this. I didn't find out about trees until somebody told me about it. I had no idea who she was. And then I started, watching and paying attention or whatever. So that's when I started to find out a lot of stuff that happened before I was there that Mel was more privy to because she was there and I wasn't. Because Mel had to kind of correct me on the other live, and with me it's been like almost 2 years. But with her it's been maybe 3 or 4 years, somewhere in there. So was more into it than I was because I had no idea this other stuff happened, and a lot of people was going to trees and telling her what happened, which is where I met Illis and another person over there because they essentially got supposedly kicked out. It's three. Okay. Illis says three. Okay, thank you. And I'm just like, I wasn't there for that, so I didn't see that part. So I'm like, okay. And then that, like I said, a lot of people was on the trees telling their story about this chick where she basically stalked and talked about trees for I don't know, because I know when I first saw her channel, she was talking about trees, Jag, and then she started talking about Mel. Anybody else that she had talked about beforehand, I knew nothing about it because I wasn't there. Let's say I was in male chat reunion. Oh, really? Okay, I didn't know. I sure didn't know. See, like I said, it's some stuff I didn't know. I'm just kind of telling them from my point of view what I saw. Okay, okay, really? I missed that. I must didn't know what was happening. Cause at that point I wasn't a mod. I was still a sub. Oh wow, that's crazy. Okay, so like I said, this is how I'm finding out what happened before I came around. So I'm like, what the crap? Like, that my intuition had picked up on the bad vibes from her immediately, and I bagged away. I was like, okay, I'm out of here. So when everybody started coming out telling their stories, and we saw the mug shot and trees exposed that homie couldn't walk and all that stuff. That junk was a wild. I hate those lives are gone because I would love to see how I would react to them today. But yeah, that stuff was that junk was wild. That's how I ended up finding out a lot of information. Oh yeah, so to the channels being dropped in the chat, please. So it was just a lot of stuff. And like me, I normally stay out the mess, but no lie, since she kind of put me in it, I was there. Which is like I said, she was talking about me, Elis, and everybody else that she can get her hands on because that was her content, talking about other people. And I was just like, this chick is nuts. And just like I said, I told her that in the message that she was crazy. I told her. I said, you need to be in the hospital. And I didn't lie. And it's still true to this day. You need to be in the hospital. So, anyways, I'm just going to go ahead and fast forward to the day because it was not supposed to take me an hour to say all that. Wow, okay. So, fast forward to today where we have the most boring, sometimes interesting situation that they got going on, which Mel pointed this out in her Mel pointed this out where she was like, "Oh, he had two mods in his chat, and then this chick ended up doing the same thing to him, to ban, and had him and another guy in her chat. Same thing. So you can't do something to somebody else. Don't be saying no cap, Josh. You wasn't there. I will punch you, Josh. Keep playing with me. Anyway, you get on the panel one day while you over here laughing. Anyway, so she essentially did the same thing, embarrassed him and everything. This is why I don't feel sorry for him, simply because I told him before she even went live that this chick was nuts. Shut up, Josh. Anyway, y'all don't pay Josh no attention. Yes, I sure did, and I got the receipt on that. I called her a Trojan horse. I sure did. I sure did, and I told him that too. I told him, I said, she's nuts. I picked up on her early. Okay, so anyway, I don't feel sorry for him. I don't feel sorry for none of them because these chicks help her do this stuff and now they want to shut up and be quiet and they don't want to talk. That's how come I put on my community wall yesterday. Like, I am so bored. Like, this is supposed to be interesting. Y'all had all this smoke for everybody, but y'all don't want to say nothing now? You don't want to say nothing now? Like, that. I think that's why everybody's over it because it was like, y'all talked all that mess and now y'all won't say nothing. When it counts, y'all don't want to say nothing. I don't either. None of them. I look, get what you get. You look at all this debauchery you did over the years, and now y'all victims. Like no, y'all was supposed to go off at her. She's supposed to go off at y'all, and y'all supposed to go back and forth just like y'all did Mel. It sure does. You see what I got up here? You see what I got up here? Look, it sure is. Mhm. There it goes. Mhm. It happens. It goes around. I love this song by Justin Timberlake, by the way. Anyway, so I don't feel sorry for none of them. They have bored us to death with this situation because nobody wants to go at nobody. Like, stop this stupid mess. Like, we bored now. Justin, I love Justin. Girl, the year 2000, Justin was my boy. He sure was. With the curly hair. Yeah, I have to because you distracting me, sir. I have to do RGM like that sometimes too. So yeah, subscribe to all the links being dropped in the chat, please. I appreciate it. Yeah, girl, Justin, y'all don't get me off my. Justin was fine. I like Justin for years since what '99. I'm like, who did little fine white boy? All right, that's another story for another day. Anyway, well, yeah, I have to know you sometimes. Eh? So anyway, I don't feel sorry for none of them. We got bored. The story is dead now. Then this chick come up, I'm gonna do my last live. Then I'm leaving the sector. You're right. She'll be back. She ain't trying to leave. But the only reason she running now, only reason she leaving now is because people like they ain't taking her crap no more. Like she gonna go to another sector and do the same thing. That's if she even leave. Vacate Bay, like Justin and Leo. You are correct, sir. Leo's my boy. It's my favorite. It's Justin, Leo, and Keanu, sir. Not Chandler. Stop. Stop it, RG. Uh, the brother of man. What you mean? What you mean, Denisha? Let me know so I can respond to it. Yeah, it's up to all the channel links. What did I say? See, the stream y'all is slow as crap. I didn't say I didn't, just not like that. You know, other guys are hot. Anyway, so what you mean, Denitra? But anyway, I don't feel sorry for none of them because all of y'all was complicit. All y'all was y'all did that crap, and y'all know y'all was wrong. Um, I know that they feel stupid. Oh, I got something to tell y'all. I know they feel stupid simply because they did all that just for the girl to tell them that she was never their friend. I was like, okay, alright. Who? Who did? Yeah, like Keanu, John Wick, sure do. I love that freaking movie. I love the action movies. That's the brother of Venom. Shoot, the I'm saying BAN, BAN, not Van. Shoot, I didn't like him like that. I know I joked with him when they put the picture up. I joked with him, but yes, that's the first movie no, not the first movie. I saw him in Bill and Ted first. But that's when I developed a crush on him in Speed, Archie. I know the movie, sir. I love Speed. I sure do. I need to watch that again. Anyway, I'm getting off the subject. So anyway, um, stupid. I love Speed. Yeah, no. So, like I said, I don't feel sorry for none of them. All of them getting what they deserve. Run off to another sector if you need to. We know y'all still gonna be around because I always inspire her troll pages because she can't change her speech pattern. That's how I always popped her. I popped her out like maybe 2 to 4 pages on here. I know I did. So anyway, I did you miss. So anyway, yeah, we'll see what happens. Tell me this gonna be my last live, and then I'm leaving the sector. Yeah, we'll see. All right, so dang, I hate to bring his channel up, but I will because I went back and saw a replay, and it was funny. Okay, so I don't know if y'all know about this. Shut up, Josh. I don't know if y'all know about this. I didn't hear nobody talk about it, so I guess I will. I young you and Josh, y'all know y'all miss. So check this out. So I was listening to somebody's station here, and they said that I'm just gonna say his name. They said that Phantom did a live, and the backup dancers was on there, and I was like, oh, so they not? I don't really even watch their channel, so they was like they was up there, and I was like, and they said Ben was up there, and House of Queens, and I was like, okay, so I went back, her and a few other creatures. Thank you, Mel. And I was just like, huh, okay. So yeah, I ain't hear nobody talk about this, so I'm gonna say something. I ain't gonna lie, I did watch We the People Live last night, and I was waiting to see what she gonna say anything about it, and she didn't. So I said, well, I guess I will, since she didn't say nothing about it, right? Because she may have not seen it. So what happened? So what happened was, I went back and looked at the live, and okay, so Phantom, he's trying to get people back over there. I went over there one time. Mel was like, "Get your behind off the panel," and I stayed up there for a little bit, and then I dipped out. I only went over there because I saw Illis Mel, and the only reason I found out about it is because Jed came on my panel and told me about it. Okay, so anyway, what happened was I went back and listened to the live. And what Phantom is doing is, since his name and Ben name got brought up, right? I guess he trying to capitalize off of it. And I'm just gonna keep it real. I'm just gonna keep it real. So he has House of Queens as his co-anchor. Her and Ben, and they sit there and talk about what's happening, kind of like what I do and what We the People do. We the People is very entertaining. I'm just gonna talk to y'all regular, and then they kind of basically doing the same thing that we've been doing. So anyway, he did a live where they was up there talking about what's happening, and it was kind of funny because uh the backup the backup dancer that name starts with a T came up there because they was in the chat, and basically she was kind of going at Ben, saying how much she didn't want him or whatever, and then the other backup dancer came up there, so it was all 5 of them on the panel, so they was asking them questions or whatever, And I think you could just take what they say as with a grain of salt, because if you lie the first time, you're gonna keep lying. So what am I gonna believe you for, right? So what happened was, y'all know I don't care nothing about Ben because of the situation that happened with him going against me about the other guys, right? So like I said, I was listening, trying to see like what was like if was it gonna be anything they was gonna tell, because people was like, well, they doing their live and they ain't really saying nothing. So I never watched them anyway, so I wasn't going over there anyway. I just wait for somebody else to tell me what happened, because if I don't hear it, I don't really care. So anyway, they got up there on his panel and they was asking certain questions or whatever. And Ben, I ain't gonna lie, y'all, it was funny. Because Ben was like, I'm disappointed in y'all. Y'all talking about y'all gangsters, but y'all ain't saying nothing. Talking about y'all being quiet and y'all calling the police, talking about y'all going to the law. He was literally calling them out, but they kept telling him to shut up. He was calling them out on the panel, and it was so funny because he was like, "Y'all was saying that stuff. Y'all was going against Mel and all that. Tell me y'all ain't doing nothing." He said, "I believe y'all scared of her." And it, no lie, I ain't gonna lie to that joke was hilarious. I was at work laughing, and like I said, I wasn't there when it was live. I'm catching like the replay. I think I was like a couple of days late on that joke, and I was like, I was like, what the crap? So I'm sitting up here laughing because I'm like, he was calling them out, and they kept trying to shush him, and I ain't gonna lie, he was just asking them straight up, like, why y'all ain't firing back at her? Like, y'all say y'all was gangster. It was so funny, y'all. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, penalty, right. And it was funny. I don't know, good question. But they really didn't say I okay. Okay. I'm gonna let you say that. But it was funny. It was funny. But he was like, yeah, it seemed like y'all scared of her. Y'all ain't gonna say nothing. They talking about, oh, we gonna handle it in the background. And I'm just like, y'all talked all this mess, but y'all want to come in here publicly, but y'all did the crap to everybody else. They was talking about me, and I don't even know them. I'm like, what the crap kind of stuff is this? So I'm just like, this is crazy. Y'all did all of this just to have this chick talk about y'all on her panel, say y'all were never friends, and then tell y'all business. So that does look weak. So I was just like, then one of them was talking about, oh, I ain't gonna say nothing because I'm trying to protect my brand. But then I think Ben also called out on another live where he said, oh no, I take that back. I think that was House of Queens that said that. Um, she was like, where was all of this protecting your brand when you was going at Mel and other people? Where was it then? And that's a very good question. Like they are literally asking questions that do need answers, but they not gonna really say nothing because maybe they don't have nothing. Because of course when you meet this chick, she getting your email, your IG, and she gonna look you up and find out everything she need about you. So when y'all fall out, she can dox you and throw your pictures up on her page. Mm-hmm. It'll say because they're trying to deflect from their real issue. Yeah. And then the whole thing about the guy and all that stupid crap. And they was on another panel last night, which I found out that the name that starts with the T, and the psychopath was going at it, and the other one tried to come on the panel, but the person wouldn't let her up because the psychopath told him not to. So I was just like, it's they hiding something else. I know it. it's something more. But the reason they ain't going at it is because they don't want it out there. Something's happening. Something's happening. But just like I'm be honest with you, I agree with House of Queen. She was like, it's stuff happening like in the secret groups and the back chats and the discords that we don't know nothing about. So us on this end of YouTube not getting the full story. And I know y'all saw my post from yesterday. I said, who the world wrote this whack script? Because y'all ain't saying nothing. This child done made like 40 lives on y'all. Y'all made what, 2 or 3, and it ain't going nowhere. Like, it's whack. It ain't. We don't. The storyline is not adding up. Like, something's off. Then this chick on the phone talking about the other dude when Bam was on the phone. I'm just like, I don't feel sorry for him. And then I found out her and the other content creator, um, which I don't like to say names, but they went at each other, and I was just like, man, this. Oh, and then I found out on Station Head that the one that the church lady, her and the church lady went at each other. I was like, oh Lord. Mm, it's her time, and now she running. Talking about, this gonna be my last live. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see it when we believe it. Well, we'll believe it when we see it. I said it wrong. But yeah, it's a freaking mess, and I don't feel sorry for them because they did all this crap to Mel. Only, oh, and then hold on, Illis. Ben did say, he did say, and like I said, I'm just telling y'all what I saw. I am not cool with Ben. I'm just reporting what I saw. Ben said, dang, what did he say? Hold on, I gotta remember real quick. I forgot. Saver said, right, I heard that. I guess that, yeah, it was on Station Head. I heard it last night. I was like, oh my God, like really? I heard that part. And then they kept talking about, I got to a point where her voice got annoying. I cut the junk off. After that part, I cut it off. I sure did. Because basically, what the church lady told her was, don't record me when you talking to other people. And she had to deflect real quick and say, ain't do that and all that crap. And they got into it and all that. Anyway, it was a mess. Anyway, after a while, her voice got on my nerve, and I left. I was like, I'm out of here. So anyway, it does. I know you. Oh, so sorry. I'm gonna be honest with you. After that person started going at Mail, I stopped going to Station Head because that was really one of the only channels that I kind of listened to on there. Cause that at that point, Mel was doing her station heads, but she wasn't as active. But now I'm like, okay, I have a reason to go back over there. Camille does her station hits, so that's how come I be over there now. I literally had to download it to my phone again just because Mel started doing her station hits again. Yeah, I got that junk out annoying. I cut it off. I said, I don't want to hear this. I don't want to hear it. So after they kind of they blew up, I got the crap on. I was like, okay, whatever. So anyway, I don't feel sorry for none of them because, oh, this is what I was gonna say, Illis. So Ben was basically saying that they was telling him, which I told his dumb behind when he was over here. They was telling him that we was lying, not to believe us, not to trust us, only to find out that we was the ones telling the truth. I know me, you, Mel, and whoever else was telling the truth, but he chose to go sit over there with them, only to find out that they were lying and we was telling the truth. We been told him that, and he didn't want to believe it, which is why I said he was a double agent, because you're going back and forth over there with them, and I never even said nothing about it. But you wanted to get mad because of who I was sitting with. Oh, you just deleted it. I started to, but I think I really didn't delete it. It just my phone got so full that it kind of kicked it off my phone, and I just had to download it again. So yeah, because I didn't use it for a long time until Mel just recently started doing her station heads again, and then I just hit the thing, and it loads up from the app store, and it made me sign in and all that crap. So yeah, I just now started going back to it. And Mel, she be hilarious, so I be laughing. She did one last night. What you mean now? Oh yeah. He talking about some yeah. Um um he yeah don't we was telling you the truth, you dummy. That's how come I told him he was a double agent. You was going back and forth over there only to find out that they was lying. And they still lying, all of them. We was telling the truth the whole time. Mm-hmm. We was telling the truth the whole time. We had nothing to lie about. Yeah, I believe you. Yeah. That's what I had to do when I screen recorded that peace treaty live on Phantoms. My phone was so full it wouldn't even let me take pictures no more. I said, oh crap. I had to get rid of some stuff. Which my dumb behind, I didn't know at that point I could have just uploaded it to YouTube, which is what I ended up doing, and put it on private. So I can kind of look at it whenever I want to. But yeah, that's what I ended up doing. So yeah. I could just upload it and then delete it off my phone. But all in all, I do not feel sorry for none of them. Like I said, they went over there and kind of talked, and then I hadn't heard nothing from them since, unless they've been somewhere else. But let them keep going at each other the lackluster way. We don't give a crap. Y'all wasting our time with this crap. Whatever happens, and I don't feel sorry for none of y'all. Got this dude sitting over here looking crazy while she over here bragging about this dude giving her money and found out they send pictures and stuff to each other and all kinds of stupid crap. But it's whatever. Let them get what they get. I don't feel sorry for none of them. Let them run out the sector and then we don't have to talk about them no more. That's exactly how I feel about it, to be honest. Like, bye. Go on, run somewhere else. And we already know you still gonna be over here on the troll pages. Like, duh. They ain't gonna want to leave because they messy. And as for Ban, I don't feel sorry for him at all because I warned him before all of this crap came out. And I got to prove that I did. He didn't listen, so let him get what he deserved. You getting emasculated and used for your money, that's your fault. I don't care. But now her and Ben are working. Yeah, whatever. That's some bull crap. Josh, she said I came for him on behalf of you men that wasn't true. What? No, that dummy. You said something about him because he came at me. Where did that come from, Elias? What? What man was he talking about? I know why you said something to him because I was on the panel with you. What? He said you came at him on behalf of him. Really? Where he said that dumb miss? You didn't go at him because of that. You said it clearly on the panel when he went back and looked at it. You said that you didn't like how he came for me. Why? See, this is why people lie, and we have the proof on the we have the proof on video. What kind of stupid? I didn't hear that part. Did I miss something? Right. Yeah, RGM says that. Right. That's crazy. I didn't know that part. What? That doesn't make sense. You said something to him because he came at me. Remind me, Illis, I need to block Alonzo too. Because he was talking slick when I was on panel the other day at Founders. I gotta block him again. Yeah. Anyway. Yeah, that junk is crazy. Anyway, these. Ooh, I almost just cussed, y'all. I'm sorry. I be holding back a lot, I do. Whatever, Josh. No, that part I didn't hear. That part I didn't hear, so hush. I'm very observant. You know that. Exactly. That's what I just said, right? Shut up, Josh. Right. That part I didn't hear, but see, Ben just be saying anything that he believe in his jumbled up mind is true. Dang. Mm. I know. Shall I say this? Illis, I know he apologized to you, but I don't believe his apology to me was sincere because he kept talking about the guy. So I don't want to hear that crap. It's whatever. Shut up, Josh. Ain't nobody cleaning up nothing. Just hush. You come here to panel one day since you want to talk all the time. Yeah, okay. Now hush. Hirsch. Just send me a message. What are you doing? I'm trying to see some on my computer, y'all. It ain't acting right. But yeah, ain't nobody got time for this stupid mess. But yeah, whatever happens with all them, let it happen. I don't give a crap. Um, let it happen because people sit up there and do all of this crap and then expect you not to say nothing. Like with me, y'all know me, I just don't pay these folks no attention. I say what I need to say to them if they come up in my face on panel, and I leave it at that. It was sad, but then he said I came at him because of the men, then proceeded to go off. Oh, Jesus. That was not, that was obviously a lie. Oh, Josh been calling people a liar for like 2 weeks. What's wrong with you? I ain't paying no attention. Yeah, if you go back and look at that live, if he ain't hit it already, because every time I come on panel, he hide the live. I don't know why. Anyway, so you know that yeah, he gonna sit up there and supposedly apologize, but then kept getting all emotional about the guys. I'm like, why are you still talking about them? We said we was done with this, and you still going on about them. He has a emotional connection to that situation for some reason. So that's how come I was like, whatever. I don't give a crap about no darn apology because you wouldn't tell the people why you went off on me, and when I try to get you to say nothing, you didn't want to say nothing. But then you proceeded to go off about them again because you're mad. I say you're mad, still jealous, still obsessed with them. Still obsessed with them. Like stop this stupid mess. We done. Well, I ain't talking about that. We left that in January at the beginning of the year. But if you want to darn keep going off about them, let them keep doing it. Let them spread their names. Let them help them get some subs or something. And then Phantom was talking about some why they want to come here this panel. I said they ain't coming over here. They don't know. Not to being there. I said they don't know Phantom because that whole live I didn't really even talk to Phantom. I talked to Ben. Some people don't recover not routine. Yeah, I know. That's what it is. I know, right? I said no. I told them straight up and Phantom face. I said they not coming over here. They don't know Phantom. I told him just like that while he was on panel in his face. They don't know him. They ain't coming over here to argue with you because what they look like taking time out of their day to come argue with you because you feel rejected. Okay. Let me stop talking about it because I'm not supposed to. I'm not supposed to eat that. I'm only talking about it because it's the subject. Anyway, like forget all that. Yay, thank you. Hey, can we get the 30 likes on this live? I appreciate it. That's the goal, is 30. But yeah, I just realized I didn't even share my live out. I did not share this live out. Ooh, I'll just do it on the replay. It'll be alright. I just realized like I didn't do that this morning, but I'm getting a good response. So okay. What's up, Tay Tay? Good morning. Good morning. But he felt rejected heavily by the guys. I ain't putting their name in it. I ain't saying nothing. Um, yeah. What's up, DP? Good morning. Yeah. But y'all, this was a little messy history lesson of how I was involved with all this bull crap. Um, I wasn't finna go down the whole timeline because most of the stuff I ain't gonna lie, I probably won't remember unless somebody say something to me about it. Because like after I just got tired of hearing about it, and it did get to a point, Illis. It got to a point where everybody was just sick of hearing about it. Like, why are you still going at it? Like it's over. We don't care no more. We was done with it. But she wanted to keep going. Oh, so sorry. That's a big yarn. But yeah, she kept on going at it and talking about it. And oh, shut the crap up. We over it. We over all that. So we'll see what happens today. Which I won't be watching. I ain't gonna lie. I don't watch none of these folks. Only people this whole situation. The only people that I watch is in the middle, and that's it. I don't watch none of these other folks. I only go to panels when I feel like it. I don't be over there like I used to. Very, very. Mm. But yeah, this junk is crazy. Like they need to stop all this stupid mess. We are adults. We are adults, and they acting like high school children. Yes, very big obsession. It's sad to see though, but we can't change it though. We can't. So I just get to a point where I'm not gonna try to change none of y'all folks. If y'all want to be messy and go on the chats and entertain this stupid mess, do it. Shoot, I won't be a part of it. Here and there, no, I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I stay away from the mess. I stay away from the mess, to be honest. But when it came to this situation and how it turned out, I'm not gonna lie. Just like I told her months ago that I was gonna sit back and watch and laugh, that's exactly what I'm doing. I told her that's what I was gonna do because, like I said, you can't do stuff to people and expect them not to come back. But now when it's your turn, oh, I'm leaving. I gotta go to another sector. Like, yeah, you running. Yeah, exactly. But they not acting like adults. They acting like children. Shut up, Josh. I ain't hollering at you. We know you. Right. They acting like kids. Like this is high school stuff. Like, did y'all peak in high school? Like, what's going on? Like, we supposed to be talking about real adult stuff. That's what I do like about my channel. We can talk about grown adult activities and situations. We can talk about real stuff. Stuff that can actually happen to you in real life. Not no stupid group and I kicked this person out the group because they said this or they was in somebody chat talking mess and that's so high school. Like, what, Josh? What it look like me telling you I kicked you out the group because I saw you in such and such chat. You was talking mess. Like, what I look like in my 40s telling you I kicked you out the group? You'll be looking like, huh? What you mean you kicked me out the group? Like that. And then why some that also shows that some of these folks can't stand on their own. They gotta have a group of people. I gotta get him back. Get who back? Yeah, yeah. It's very childish. Josh, how would you feel if I told you, or Josh in the group, I kicked you out of the group? How would that make you feel to know that I kick you out the group? You'll be like, what the crap? Dude, we're adults. That's stupid. I wish I would, darn. Well, me in any group I have ever been in these things, I leave them. I ain't got nothing to do with nothing. I'm out of here. Who, who ill? Who, who shouldn't have said nothing? Should inform me. Very childish. I would just be like, I don't give a crap. But like I said, some people they get attached to people and they feel like, you got the group, then the side group, then the main group, and then the sub group, and then the secret group. Like, oh, ain't no way. Cause in all the groups y'all talking about each other. Absolutely not. I know, same. I wish I would getting some. Josh, I kicked you out. You out of here. You ain't the mod no more. Really? Really? Do you know how childish that sounds? Gillis, I kicked you out the group because I saw you was over in somebody else's chat. I was like, what? Like, nobody give a crap. I don't even know who that is. I don't know who that is, or y'all might be somewhere I'm not. I don't even know who that is. Oh, cause then they start saying that she met up with the dude. We all know it's about money. We all know that. She shouldn't have said anything till him, but she has to get looked at. What? Did I miss that audio? She told him that she gotta get him back. Oh, get him back like Dotson, or get him back like I want to sleep with him. How? Which way you talking about? I didn't check that. Which way she talking? Hold on, y'all ain't anything. Anyway, yeah, yeah. That's crazy. That's crazy. Yeah, I will look at you crazy. Like what? What? I don't care. Yeah. Okay. Gotcha. That's what she does. That's what she does. And then hide it on. What is look? It probably gonna take one more sector for her to go to, and somebody gonna. Mm. That child ain't gonna never learn. Yes, I said child. She ain't gonna never learn. Anyway, whatever happens to these weirdos, let it happen. I don't give a crap. I don't pay none of them no attention. I just move on with my life and say, forget y'all. I'm out. Cause like I said, if I don't get the cliff notes, I don't know none of this stuff. I don't know none of it. I'll be like, okay, just some information I didn't know. Cause a lot of times people tell me stuff after the fact. I'd be like, when that happened? It was like a couple of months ago. I was like, I didn't hear about it. That's literally how I be. I be like, I didn't know that. Cause I don't be everywhere. I just get told stuff late. Yeah. You want to be bad? Go out bad. Sure is. Mm-hmm. Her main minions are not around anymore. I don't feel sorry for none of them. They all y'all look stupid now. All y'all made yourselves look dumb. Meanwhile, they thought they was getting over on us over here, but we was the ones telling the truth. We didn't lie about nothing. We was telling the truth, and everything that we said or almost everything that we said, we had proof of it. I got a lot of screenshots and stuff that I haven't put out there. I got the conversation, the whole conversation with her. I got the small conversation I had with him. Yeah, I got all that stuff. I should put it on my other page, but I don't even feel like I can do all that. And it's not really important anyway. We just want to get rid of them. Like, bye. Well, no, I take that back. We just want them to go away. Because at this point, it's pointless. Like, we're sick of hearing the same stupid crap over and over again. Like, it's whatever. Like, to come up with something new. They'll say everything that, yeah, yeah, exactly. That's crazy. Oh, yeah, yeah. You know what she probably did, right? Already. When she saw this junk, hold on. Okay, any of y'all remember this? So remember when Miss Cat had her channel, and this was the same live where she came up and she was going at Cat on her panel, right? And she was trying to go at me in the chat and Mel, and she gonna get up on the panel and tell Cat, "Oh, all you gotta do is buy a channel that got like 3K subs." And I was just like, huh? So I guarantee you, she done bought a channel that got 3K subs, and she gonna change in her name. If she going to another sector, if she ain't already done it, she gonna go to another sector, and she gonna go over there acting nice, and it's gonna start all over again. Watch, just like she did over here. She came from the other sector, came over here and changed her name, and then did all the mess she did over here. And like I said, excuse me, and like I said, if she ain't already did it, she done already got another channel, done bought the subs, or a channel with the subs, and she's gonna go back in another sector and start all over. And go hit panels and start talking about people. Same rinse and repeat. Oh yeah, and you know what? Shout out to everybody who has a 9 to 5 job, because this chick told the one who name starts with a T. She told her that you have to clock in, and Mel did point this out. Majority of the people who's given to your channel have to clock in and out of work. They have to clock in and out of work to have the money to pay for memberships and super chats and cash apps and all the other stuff. Like that was kind of a bad move to diss the people who actually get up and go to work to make the money so they can give it to you. Then on top of that, she was like, what she gonna say, Thomas? I ain't gonna let the government what she said? Tom, I ain't gonna let the government play me, or some she said. That ain't no exact words, but something like that. And I'm just like, it was something she said to that effect. But the first thing I thought about was, okay, you say you're not gonna let the government play you, but you get money from other people to buy the luxury goods from said people. So you still giving them your money, but you say you're not being played, or something she said. I can't remember the exact words. But I'm like, you're giving the money to the people you claim that. Yeah, anyway, it was just dumb to me what she said. But anyway, they own the stuff, so you still giving them your money that you get from other people. Anyway, that's a mess. All that's a freaking mess. But whatever, I'm just, oh my god, I'm almost 2 hours? Oh Jesus, I didn't plan on doing this whole live for 2 hours. Well, might as well go for it. Mm, yeah. It's okay. It's alright. I don't care. Black tea kind of been dying for a minute anyway, but I, I just, I don't pay some of these folks no attention. But the thing about it is, you was a part of it, so you're in that realm too. Like, even if I didn't agree with a sector, I wouldn't sit up there and say that it's full of crap. Like, even though it's a lot of messy stuff that happens in the black tea sector, I'm not gonna sit there and just trash the whole sector because it's good people in the sector as well. They just, mixed in with the bad apples. Um, it's not everybody, but you have some people that they only care about themselves. They don't give a crap about nobody else. So they gonna say stuff like that. They not gonna they're not going to appreciate the people who helped them over the years. Because I think somebody said that she said she's gonna block the all her subscribers and the mods. I was like, well, whatever. But the thing about it is, she's thinking she can run to another sector. Um, she thinking she can run to another sector, and nobody's gonna find her. Yeah, but it's eyes and ears everywhere. They're gonna find you. If you actually do leave, they're gonna find you, and then they're gonna do nothing but introduce us to the very sector that you ran to, and everybody's gonna tell them what you did over here. That's exactly what's gonna happen. Y'all mark my words. That's what's gonna happen if she actually leaves the sector. Because just like I told her, I'm sitting back laughing. I am because you did this to yourself. hmm Anyway, people need to grow up and get some help. Everybody need help. She ain't the only one. We all need help, but she seemed like she needed more than the rest of us. Mental health is real out here. I promise y'all. YouTube is not something to crash over. It's not. It's not an app to crash over. I promise. It's not. What's up, BBL? It's not an app to crash over. Like, take care of your real life. Anytime people be on the panel and they drop off and say they got to do stuff in the background, I'm cool with that. Take care of your real life because this app could be here today, gone tomorrow. Sure can. So you got people on here that don't believe that, so they gonna do what they gotta do. hmm Ooh, okay, I got a little bit more time, then I'm gonna slide my behind out of here. But um, the one thing that came out of this that I'm happy about is that um them coming to Phantom and I told Mel about it kind of brought the merge because like I said, nobody kind of came over until I said something about it. And I'm happy I met a lot of people in the boxing sector. I have networked with a lot of y'all. Um and I'm glad that I met a lot of y'all through this situation. And I'm kind of happy about it because when other stuff be happening, I will come to y'all channel and sit in the chat. I don't want y'all to miss. What you mean, Vamos? Tell me what you mean by that. What's up, TD? Oh, y'all coming at the end. Y'all do this everywhere. What's up, TD? Yeah, hey, is anybody going live? BVO TV? TD, y'all going live later? Because I don't think none of y'all went live yesterday, and I was looking for y'all. I said nobody went live. I look yesterday. Duck didn't go live. I didn't go live. Nobody. 3 didn't go live. None of us went live yesterday. I was like, oh my god, nobody went live yesterday. You just woke up, okay? I don't blame you. Sleep in, shit. Okay, you say you're going. Okay, alright, gotcha. Either one of y'all going live tonight? Because I'll be in there in the chat. Let me know. Cause I promised I was looking for y'all yesterday. I was like, nobody's going live. I thought I missed 3 live, but he didn't go live yesterday. BBO didn't go live yesterday. How you gonna answer the Ramos and I answer you the question? Yeah, okay. Just anyway. But yeah, that was basically my synopsis of everything that happened from my point of view. I can only tell what happened with me. Like I said, I got screenshots of just about everything I told you about. Eastern time. Put Eastern. Y'all, please start putting y'all time zones. If I show up at 9 my time, you will be done with the live, please. Put your time zone. I keep telling y'all that you want people to come to your chat, you gotta put the time zone. 9 for you is not 9 for me. Put your time zone, even though I know it. Okay. What you said, DP? I ain't even gonna make that joke. I'm not gonna make that joke. I'm gonna hush my mouth. I ain't saying nothing because nope. Look, DP, I almost said something. I'm gonna hush because I almost said that. I'm gonna hush. I'm gonna be quiet. But yeah, that's basically what happened. Uh, really, DP. That's funny. Look, I read that in the song form, DP. We really? Oh, that's different. That's different. Mm. I got a nickname for you. Hey, BBO. What does BBO mean? I've been meaning to ask you that. What does it mean? I think I might know what the O means. Y'all stupid. Y'all stupid. That's funny. That's funny. Oh my god. BBO, what did your initials mean? I think I know what the O stands for. Okay. Okay. I didn't know that. One day I just looked at it. I said, let me ask them what it means. Okay. I got you. It was a guy that I used to like in high school. His middle name. Never mind. Never mind. I know about that name. I'm just gonna hush. Oh, okay. I didn't know that. Okay. Okay, I got you. Okay, yeah, tell me something. Because I wondered the other day, but I was at work and I didn't never ask you. Okay, that's awesome, Mama. Got you. I ain't explaining it, Bromos. You should know that by now. You've been around me long enough. You know what it means. I ain't telling you again. I am not. I'm too sleepy to even say all that. Anyway, yeah, I got a few more minutes and I'm gonna dip out of here. Oh, I ain't gonna put that on the screen. Shut up, I already seen it. Josh, when you gonna hit the panel one day? You talk a lot of mess in these chats. When you gonna hit the link one day? When you do hit the link, I hope the guys over here. Realize I'm not even gonna highlight that. I'm not highlighting that. Y'all on this. Okay, he said that's what BBO means. Okay, awesome. I got you. I always wondered. Okay, y'all. I got a few more minutes and then I'm slide out of here. But I hope you guys are having a wonderful morning. I did not plan to be up here 2 hours, but here I am. But yeah, that was my timeline of what happened on that aspect. And we'll see what happens if anything develops between now and when I go live again. Um, I'm off tomorrow, so I need to try this. It's something else I need to try to handle, but I'm gonna see. I'm gonna see what I can do with that situation. I'm gonna figure that out. I gotta talk to somebody. Yeah. I don't know what you're talking about, Josh. I don't know. Thank you, Vamos. Oh, shoot. I'm gonna wind down after I get off here. I'm gonna wind down some more anyway. I always do like a halfway wind down, and then I finish winding down after I get off here. Yeah. I'm pushing for my last few minutes because I am so sleepy right now. BBO, do you know when people used to call me that? When she first got popular, people would call me that. Mm-hmm. If you knew my name, you know why. Yeah, I'm almost there, RGN. Man. No, I get on YouTube and listen to Rain or Waves or whatever. What's up, my co-host Prize? Good morning. You came right at the end, sir. Please hit the like button. I appreciate y'all. I appreciate y'all. StreamYard tripping. It's jumping and jumping. Yeah, yeah, that's my name. That's my first name. I'm gonna tell y'all again. As a kid, I used to think my name was ghetto, but after I grew up, I didn't. I love my name now. No, 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 no. If you're gonna call me that, call me my name. I ain't think y'all forgot nothing. No, yeah, that's my first name. Sure is. My name is Keisha. It is. I love cause you know what? Every time I hear a joke and I hear my name, I just start laughing. Cause I just be like, that's one of the ultimate hood names. But I love that every now and then I hear a joke that got my name in it. No, DP. That came from Martin, I know. Keisha is my name. Yeah, y'all go sub the prize. Where he at? Hold on. Where you at in my chat? Oh dang, my chat. Hold on, I gotta slide out of here and come back. Hold on. Oh no. There he goes. Okay. I gotta get with you on that prize. I do. Stop that. Leave prize alone. BB, I'm gonna start calling you a bully. I'm gonna start calling you a bully. BBO, stop it. I ain't even highlight that. Like, you wake up this morning going in on people. I doubt he does have that. Really? That ain't funny. Oh my god. I'm gonna start calling you a bully. Stop that. Baby, Price, tell me you don't have no Pokemon tattoo. See, I don't know that, so I'm just. Mm, that's gotta be a joke. I know it's gotta be a joke. I know it's gotta be a joke. I know it is. Poke. Right, right. I miss. Y'all trip. See, y'all be coming in at the last minute with these jokes and stuff. Yeah, true. Oh my god. Alright, Prize. I'm gonna have to call you out on that. You better not hurt him. That's a. He wear what? Prize, fight back. Oh no, don't say that. That sound like somebody. I I doubt he does. I ain't gonna pay no attention. Dang, who's your side chick? Oh, your sidekick. You talking about RGM? He been here. Look, I'm half asleep. I said side chick. I meant sidekick. My bad. He said I'm not. I'm just messing with you, Prize. Yeah, thank you. I have a bad habit of not doing it sometimes too early, so I have to watch it myself. I thought he was messing with them pigeons, RGM. You remember that? Like the shoot, I popped my knee. Like the dude on John Wick. Remember you? You remember that? Mm. I thought he was messing with pigeons. Yeah, no, I remember that. Like the dude on John Wick. I wonder did they get that from him with the pigeons for John Wick? That would be interesting. Yeah, that's crazy. Now y'all roasting each other. Oh, see, now I'm almost going to RGM. What's wrong with y'all this morning? I'm finna get ready to leave and y'all here just going at each other. What are y'all doing? Oh my god, I miss. Oh, he did? Wow, that's probably why. Oh, I don't know. Okay, RGM, you teaching me something new. I didn't know that much. I didn't know that much. Mm. Okay, all right, y'all teaching me something. Prize, I don't know what they doing. They just came. Damn, they in here roasting. They in here roasting each other. They came right at the end of my live and started roasting each other in the chat. Like, what that happened? I just told y'all a story for 2 hours. I really I'm 45 because I've been done with that for like 15 minutes. Okay, RGM, send it to me. Send it to me, sir. Alright, I hate to break up y'all little roast session, which I need y'all to get back into that so I can laugh. Because I want to have fun on this app. Screw all the BS on here. I want to have fun. We ain't got time for that crap. But yeah, I'm getting ready to slide out the door. Even though y'all making me want to stay almost because y'all just going at it. Stop here. What you mean, BBL, stop here? What are you talking about? What are you... Oh, Jesus. Ow, that hurt. Jesus, that hurt. Oh my God. I ain't. What do you mean? What are you telling Prize to stop for? It's like you came in and your target was Prize. Like, what's up with that? I don't see it. Hold on, where's Miss Smith? I don't see him. Where he at? I see him. Did you speak to me, John? That's why I ain't see you. Hey, mm, let me tell y'all some chat etiquette. When y'all come into somebody live, to speak to them first. It's their live. I don't know. What you talking about, Prize? I'm talking about my leg. Yeah, my leg hurt. I worked all night. Shoot, what's your name, Prize? Oh my god. Oh my god. Y'all tripping me out. I'm supposed to be leaving. Hey, what do you wanna wait for, BBL? What y'all got going on this morning? Yeah, my my leg. I just put it on my little stool under my desk. And I'm stretching it out right now. Why are you telling me to wait? I gotta go to sleep. I may or may not go to work tonight. Depends. Okay. What? Are you telling me to wait so you can roast in my chat? Is that why you telling me to wait? We have. Oh, I almost said something. Okay. Really, Prize. See, I'll start this stuff every time. Oh my god. Alright. I believe you. Prize. I got you. Oh, miss. Oh my god. Y'all freaking miss. See, y'all bring it up. It wasn't me. You said it. Oh my god. Y'all trip. You don't know what? Oh, I don't know what to say to you. I'm literally just laughing at y'all. Oh my god. Y'all freaking trip. I know I can't do. Now, if I decide that I don't want to go to work tonight, if I can take some time off, I wouldn't do a live tonight because I know it's a fight or something happening. And I'll do one tomorrow. You still on that? BBO, is this why you want me to wait? So y'all can roast? And I absolutely have nothing to talk about. Y'all know me when I'm done talking about my subject. I'm out of here, unless we talk about something else. But y'all in the chat talking about other stuff. Mm-hmm. All right, what's that? Oh Jesus, okay. Let me see. I think I know what it is. Okay, I'll check that out. RGM. Alright, I'm gonna cut y'all off. Y'all got any closing arguments before we leave here? Cause you always got this zipper on your mouth. What do you know so much about you got a zip in your mouth all the time? What's going on with you? Alright, y'all. I'll give y'all a few more minutes and then I'm gonna shut it down. As Pride said, shut it down. Because I'm out of it now. Like, I gotta get my behind in the bed. I'll probably lay down for a minute before I fall asleep. The only time I really fall asleep really quickly is less if I'm just really tired. It don't take me even 5 minutes. I'll be out. Yep, you know it. You know it. I've done. Okay, let me tell you a fun fact about myself. I don't snore when I sleep because I constantly clean my ears and nose and all that every day. I constantly clean them so they stay clear and I'm straight. Uh, Names for what? Say names for what? Do what you gotta do. I ain't scared. I ain't scared of nothing. Um, yeah, like I said, I keep my ears and nose and stuff and everything clean, so I don't snore. And what was I telling y'all that? I don't know what I was telling y'all that. I forgot. I don't know. Nope, nope. I don't care. Say a name. You want to put in the chat? Do it. And tell me why you putting the name in my chat. I don't even know what you're talking about to put the name in the chat. Fill me in, Josh. Ain't nothing cap. I'm telling you, put a name on whatever you're talking about. Because I honestly don't know what you're talking about. Alright, BBO, y'all done roasting in my chat? Oh, no, I don't snore. Oh, I know what I was going to say. The only time I ever snore is if I'm just really tired. That's the only time I've ever snored. I've been up since noon yesterday. Oh God, I'm almost at 24 hours. Are you serious? No lie, y'all. I've been up since. Well, no, I take that back. I did kind of get a little nap on Duck Live. I told him I put in chat, so I'm closing my eyes. So I got like 15 minutes between noon yesterday and right now. I only snore if I'm just really out of it, Josh. Cause you ever snore so loud that you wake yourself up? This happened to me a few times. A few times. Other than that, I don't really snore at all. What happened? Oh, cause she been up since 5. I've been up since noon yesterday, and I only have 15 minutes between that time. And that was this morning. All right, y'all. I'm finna get ready to go. Y'all done roasting. I'll come back if okay. I'll come back and do a live tomorrow morning. If there okay, so if there are no fights tomorrow evening, I'll probably do a live. I'm so sorry. I'll probably do a live. I don't know. I ain't sure. We'll see. Y'all see it posted. I ain't making no promises. Cause y'all sometimes I don't want to talk. So uh, what? A couple of times you thought somebody was trying to get in your room. Oh my god. Okay. Alright, y'all let me go. I'm sleepy. I will see y'all whenever I go live again because I'm tired and I need to get me some sleep. But I hope you guys enjoyed the live. Are we at 30 likes yet? I really don't focus on the lights, but lately I kind of have been paying attention to it. Oh yeah, we do have 30. Awesome. Okay. All right. So I'm gonna get ready to head out of here. Shut up, Josh. Yeah, I'm gonna get ready to head out of here. Get me some sleep. Cause I yawned for like 3 times in the past 2 minutes. So yeah. But thank you guys for coming. I hope you enjoyed the little mini story I gave y'all of me and this craziness that happened over the past almost couple of years. Um, I hope it, but I know some of y'all probably won't have a full understanding of what happened, but I kind of explained it from my point of view. Being sleepy kind of didn't help me, but I just did the best I could. So, anywho, um, I'm gonna get ready to go. You guys have a wonderful day. Um, what else want to say? Take care of your health and your mental health. Remember to pray. If you're driving, drive safe. Um, and I think that's all I got because if I don't end live, I'm gonna be snoring on this bad boy, and y'all just gonna be in the chat like, "Vacay went to sleep. Somebody call her." But yeah, let me get my behind out of here. I will see y'all hopefully tomorrow. And if anything else develops on this situation that I find amusing or hilarious, I will report on it because that's what us content creators do. Alright, you guys have a wonderful day, and I'll catch y'all later. Bye. Yay, 31. Yay, thank you. Bye.